guys, we'll be beginning in a minute. Thank you for your patience. Just a minute and we'll begin. All right, so we are starting now. So guys, first of all, welcome to 11 and the event pitch perfect. Out of 130 registrations, it was heck of a task for us to shortlist 9 entries and thereafter further them. So congratulations to all of you to make it once again. And I'm Ayush. Alongside with me is Nancy. She'd be co-moderating the event. So she would run you through the judges for the day and the rules and regulation, and thereafter we'll begin. So I hope you have a wonderful learning experience today, and we look forward to your innovation and everything concomitant. So Nancy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ayush. Now, I would like to introduce to you all our renowned judges, Mr. Tushar Kansal Sir, founder and CEO of Consultancy, Venture and Saffron First. Tushar Sir is an accomplished professional with experience spanning multiple sectors from venture capital, Big Four consulting to CFO of Gagnan Partners' own company. Our second judge, Mr. Dhruv Sachdev Sir, a management consulting professional with over 12 years experience in the field of technology consulting and presently the global co-lead for IAS experience in the field of for IT asset management, service offering and heading the Indian office. We welcome you, sir. Now moving ahead, I would request Now, moving ahead, I would like every participant to go through with rules and regulations once again. I request every participant to switch on their camera and you all would be given 8 minutes to represent your pitch. First 5 minutes for pitch, 1 minute for concluding and 2 minutes for close questioning. Exceeding the time limit would lead to negative marking and disqualification as well. Also, intervening in someone's presentation would lead to disqualification also. Now, we would begin with our first slot. Ashutosh. We appreciate your comments, but it's a request, everyone, please not to intervene in between as it would lead to distraction. Thank you. Ashutosh, the stage is all yours.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, just feel free to drop your appreciative comments when the pitch is over. We would appreciate it. And Tanish would be giving you guys the reminder of the time. So yeah, we're beginning here.
Can someone please confirm my screen is visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah.
Yes. So, good afternoon to one and all. I am Ashutosh Pariyar, a second-year student of Indian Institute of Management, here representing Team Way Up. One fact underlines the importance of education in the Indian context. Given a choice, Indians prefer spending more on education than healthcare. The Indian education technology sector is worth a whopping 68 billion and is still growing exponentially, though there is something disturbing. So, what is the problem? The mainstream education system of India suffers from a very faulty infrastructure. Coaching institutes with a single point agenda are undermining the value of school education. People seem to think that joining these extra classes is an obligation rather than a choice. The notion is higher the grade, higher the fees charged. Parents are subsequently forced to pay these charges. With every passing year, more and more struggling parents and helpless students in search of assured success are getting caught in the web of these coaching classes. If a good schooling system was in place, children would not need additional coaching to take any competitive examination or to prepare for boards. So, is there a way to decode this 3.5 billion edtech market opportunity in India? What if schools add a new dimension of quality online offerings to their systems? The student will get an immersive and adaptive learning experience at a scale that is both efficient and satisfying all at one place. This will indeed considerably decrease the financial burden of the parents. This is where Web steps in. Our goal is to create a learning platform catering to school students where they can get all the necessary resources for their boards, entrance examination, personality development, and much more. Our all-inclusive platform will add a much needed dimension to our school system. The students of our partner schools can access the following features on our platform: complete learning resources for boards, full-fledged courses for various entrances, resolutions of doubt through their school teachers, comprehensive courses for personality development, coding courses, a fully secured and engaging platform to discuss their queries and ideas. And lastly, in the spirit of holistic development, the platform will provide opportunities to students to connect and work on real life projects. All these features are catered to real and perceived needs of students, but hardly any school in India is providing all these resources to the students. Taking a look at industry, CBSE has a total of over 21,000 schools in India, and out of these, 16,000 are privately owned. ICSE adds 1,000 more schools to the list of our potential customers. Target customers Our target customers are privately owned CBSE and ICSE schools. In the initial phase, we will focus on students of 11th and 12th, and in the subsequent phase, we will expand our offerings to include classes 5th to 10th. Due to time constraint, I am moving forward. So, a key opportunity. KVS provides a huge business opportunity for web educations. Kendriya Vidyalaya is one of the largest chains of schools in India with 3 branches abroad. Since all the KV are administered from Delhi, if we successfully convince the head, we can acquire more than 3 lakh students in a go. Competitive scenario. There are a lot of startups in the edtech sphere. This can be divided into different sectors such as test preparation, K-12 learning, certification courses, skill development, and enterprise solutions. Though the industry is highly crowded, it is very much fragmented. Now, coming to the burning question of what separates web education from all the other startups. As of now, you must be thinking that we are just integrating various things on one platform. But no, here are the key drivers that make web the next big thing. All these startups target individual students as customers. Since we partner directly with schools, we will be able to gain users in bulk. Since we are acquiring a cluster of students in one go, we can price our products at the industry lowest prices, therefore undercut the indirect competition. Even $1 million idea can fail if it is not feasible. We agree that we are very much dependent on schools, but likewise, there is very high incentives for schools to partner with web, which consolidates our feasibility. So why will schools partner with web? Firstly, the quality of education that schools offer will significantly increase without any heavy investment. Secondly, this partnership can be marketed to attract more students while retaining the enrolled ones. And lastly, as a commitment to improving the school education system, WEB will invest 50% share of the profits earned from a school back into it to upgrade their tech infrastructure. Sales and revenue model. Web education will offer its platform to schools on an annual subscription basis. Moreover, 50% of the revenue generated from the schools will be shared with the respective schools, making it a win-win situation for them. Estimated revenues. Estimating at a 3,000 subscription fee at a success rate of converting 1% of privately owned CBSE schools as customers, we expect a yearly revenue of 9.6 crore. A similar calculation for ICSE schools lands a figure of 7.2 crore, and for franchise schools, a figure of 3.9 crore. A key thing to notice here is that these figures are estimated when we will have a success rate of just 1%. Thus, the possibilities are endless. Financial analysis. So what are our expenses? We need funding to cover the salaries of subject experts and teachers who will help us in creating video lectures and other study material. And there are some other costs as well. And platform development. Coming to the implementation plan. Step 1 is reaching out to schools for market research. Step 2 is hiring workforce to convert these ideas into functioning products. Step 3, 4, 5 are concerned with creating the study material. And finally, step 6 is the creation of our platform, after which we can start contacting our customers. Web education was founded by Ashutosh Pariyar and Ayush Khatri. We are currently in the second year of our 5-year integrated program from Indian Institute of Management, Rohtak. We have a keen interest in analytics, web designing, digital marketing, and possess a knowledge of modern day analytics tools. We keep an open mind while discussing new ideas, and this has resulted in the multifaceted vision that we have for web education. This is in its initial stages where we prepare for students for various UG entrance exams and have been getting excellent results thus far. Testimonials of our PI preparation form. We have students in some of the most elite colleges of India. This includes Shri Ram College of Commerce, IIM Rohtak, IIM Indore, and IIT Madras. Important thing. What does we bring to the table? For the students, we are providing them a platform which is integrated with their schools. For the parents, we have
Ashutosh,
significant.
actually, we have limited time and time have already exceeded. So,
Yes, this is the last slide. Okay. Okay. For schools, we aim to re-establish the trust in school education systems. Now, I want to end my PPT with the word of Samuel Pepper. You can't teach people everything they need to know. The best you can do is position them where they can find what they need to know and when they need to know it.
Ashutosh, good presentation and good quality of the PPT also. And Dhruv, I'll just start off in
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
and the kind of problem statement you have identified in your journey is actually a requirement of these schools. So my congratulations to you for identifying a good problem statement.
Thank you, sir.
On the other hand, let me give you some examples. EduComp was a company which wanted to bring IT infrastructure and video content based quality to the classrooms, but it did face problems because of high infrastructure cost and also some other problems. And one of the companies which is my client, they are trying to give a facelift to the infrastructure of schools. So this space is quite good. My only thing is, what are you offering them? Are you offering them internet-based thing? Are you offering them something more? Are you focusing more on content, or are you focusing more on learning outcomes? So that focus I couldn't get actually.
Okay. So, sir, yes, sir. We all know that even the best schools of India cannot claim that their students don't go to coaching classes. Every student in India, now this has become an obligation that you have to go to coaching classes. Now, what coachings are doing, they are charging the content they are providing. What is this? That are just pre-recorded lectures. The cost incurred on making these lectures is not as much as they charge. So, what we want to do, we want to add some online quality offerings to the school system. And one thing to notice here is that we understand schools are also for-profit organization. In practical life, they are also running to generate profit. If we ask them to increase fees, and if they don't get anything, they would not do it. There must be some high incentives. That's why what we are doing is we are sharing 50% of our revenue generated from one school to that school only, and we are not sharing it with the owner. We are contributing it to the school development fund. Thus,
Ashutosh, I got that point. Just that you are mainly offering them content, right, through the internet.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. A platform where their students can register, log in, and they can get all the necessary resources for boards, entrances, and some discussion platforms, doubt resolution, and many more. Yes, sir.
Oh, and the content will be in the form of, would it be different than the usual books format, or would it be like, there is a client of mine, it's called Edu is Fun. They are into gamification. So they have made the entire curriculum like Candy Crush, and they do 35 crore turnover.
Oh, nice.
So,
No,
yeah.
yes, sir. So the content will be mainly, the interactive panel and glass boards. So we aim to create interactive videos like through interactive panels, which is a new board and glass boards, so that students get a immersive learning experience. But we do not aim to basically simulate use some gaming technologies or this like method.
Okay, thank you, Ashutosh.
Just firstly, I thought as a pitch, it was a very good pitch. I think of the checklist which we have about the target sector, the market, and how the funds are allocated. So you thought that through. So that's a very, very good thing to have in a pitch from an investor standpoint. So my only question is actually very simple. So you are saying that you're going to be that you want to be an alternative to the coaching classes, but
Yes,
do
sir.
you feel somewhat by just keeping the school central, aren't we still charging the student a fee, which is in term like a coaching class? Only difference being that our school we are going it via the school route. They still have to pay the extra money. So that's my only thing.
Yes,
So
sir.
rather than doing direct B2C, we are going B2B to C, is rerouting the way of collections, and we still
Yes, sir.
the product.
Okay.
So that was my only question. Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, first of all, nothing comes free in this world. The
I
main
agree, I
thing, the main thing we are focusing here is, if you look at Byju's are charging 40,000 for boards preparation.
Yeah.
If you want to prepare for single entrance, CL, time, LN, they charge you 80,000. If you want to develop skills, you go to upgrade, they will charge you 1 lakh. If you want to engage in some like Quora or Merit Nation, they charge you monthly fees. And Topper, if you want to solve your doubts through Topper or any other platform, they charge you other fees. As per
Right.
NSSO report, parents spend 25 lakh on their children's education. That's 25 lakh. So now what we are charging, we are going through school route because we want to acquire users at a bulk. Now, if we acquire users at a bulk, we can considerably reduce our prices. And by meaning the considerably reducing our prices, we are charging 1,500. That's what they are paying for 1 month in the
Absolutely agree
normal
with
coaching
you.
institute.
So I'm just saying that, I know you've gone the B2B, via the school route, but I think so we still remain an external organization. Now, just a bit of advice. I'm
Yes,
more than happy, for you to go via the school route. It'll help you get into the education system and also expand and build your brand because you're associated with schools. In the future, also, because once you will have that brand in place, do not disregard a B2C, a direct Baiju style model.
Yes,
Once
sir.
you're in place. So, because ultimately it's not, I would say it's not an alternative. I would say we still remain of a Byju's, but we're disguising it via the school route. I think 5 years down the line of your business model coming in, and you have the right brand name in place, you can definitely opt, a B2C. It'll be more profitable. The sharing with school will end, and you can sort of expand more.
Yes, sir. Actually, due to time constraint, we did not included a slide, our plan to growth. In this, since we have already created the content, it will easily facilitate our entry into coaching industry since we have the content.
Yeah.
And the word and the reputation that we build in 3 to 5 years, we will already have the students. So it will be easy to enter the coaching industry. And one more thing that we are considering, 5 to 6 years down the lane, we want to expand our business to school management services. Since we are already connected to schools, we can easily expand our services to school management services.
Okay, like a SaaS software or something like that for a school.
Yes, sir. To like employee payroll management and fees management for franchise schools.
All right. I think that's well thought of. Perfect. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, Ashutosh, from my side as well. And congratulations.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, both of them.
It was a great speech, Ashutosh. Now moving on to second slot. Well, there is a slight change because Vansh has to go somewhere, so he's requested for a slot facilitation. So Vansh, you can go ahead, and thereafter we'll move accordingly to the slots. My humble apologies, guys.
Very, very thank you for accommodating, Ayush. Good morning. I'll just also present my screen.
Ayush, can I ask you something?
Yes, sir, sure.
Do we give points or something right away, or do we give it in the end, or we give it to you directly after the show?
So I was just trying
You can
to
give it to
join.
me
I don't
directly
know
after
what
this.
technical glitch was there. Just a minute. I'll start presenting my screen.
Just going ahead. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We had to abide by a budget, right? There was a budget.
10 lakh.
That was of
Is
10
my
lakh
screen
rupees.
visible?
It's presenting.
Yeah, I'll just. So it's visible, right? Hello?
Yeah, it is
Yes.
visible. It is visible. I'm Ayush, can you just also tell me the time of the pitch so that I have a timer?
Yeah. It's 5 minutes for the pitch, 1 minute for conclusion, and thereafter the cross questioning would follow for 2 minutes.
Perfect. I'm starting.
Ayush, what was the name of the first company? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Way up education.
So Way Up Education. Thank you.
I'm starting, right? Gardening is the purest pleasures to the human soul. I start with this ancient Japanese quote and start pitching my company. Welcome to the world of gardener. You can see our logo over here and you can read a tagline, you grow, we care, let's breathe some fresh air. My name is Vansh and I have my teammate Shivam, and I'll just explain you the chronology of the pitch that we'll be having in the next minute. We'll do the introduction first, then we'll discuss the problem, the solution that we are offering to you, the market analysis that we have done, the marketing plan, the SWOT analysis, and then the financials. Now I'll tell you about the company, but before let's introduce our company. We are a company. Our name is Gardener. We imbibe a habit of healthy and green lifestyle. Right? We are into green entrepreneurship, and our focus is on sustainable development. If you see the second line of what's visible on your screen, we are a customized and comprehensive plant care schedule provider. I repeat, customized and comprehensive plant care schedule provider. Right? So, like you have provision for schedule for your body, like you have skincare schedule, you have a healthcare schedule. This is the healthcare schedule for your plant, which is customized as per your requirement. And have the next slide. Yeah. I am a BCom honors. I'm an economics student at Delhi University, and Shivam is a BCom honors student. We are the founders of this company, and he's also FRM level 2 qualified. Right. So let us explain the problems. There are three main problems: increasing pollution at an alarming rate in Delhi NCR, that increasing mental health. Shivam, can you mute yourself? Increasing mental health as well, and the absence of an organized platform. Right.
Just a minute, Vansh. I'll just mute myself.
Absence of an organized platform as well. Right. So three main problems: pollution, deteriorating mental health, and an unorganized platform for those who are interested in gardening. And how gardening helps us in solving this problem is can I have the next slide also? It rejuvenates your soul. It connects you with the nature. It gives you a lot of sense of responsibility, right? So this is a day trader. He does gardening in the morning and then he mints money all throughout the day, right? That's his, because he's in a pressurizing job. So he needs the stability of mind as well. And what is the solution that we are offering? Next slide. The solution is, again, unique and dedicated platform. And I'll quickly run to the product. So Shivam, it will good to see the product slide. How you can use our product is you have to download the app and subscribe to our package, right? It's a 1-year subscription package, which has two things available. One is the service of the package itself, which is the schedule that you get for plant maintenance. And second is the soil evaluator, right? So you have to type in these following details, like the type of the plant, the age of the plant, its photo and its location. And our application will work out an entire schedule for you about how to care for that specific plant, right? And the soil evaluator is a machine that analyzes the quality of the soil so that we are sure that you are provided with the perfect mix of strategy to make a best growing plant. This is our entire product, the application and the soil evaluator. And also we saw that the local gardeners are our competitors. So what we have done is that we will onboard them. We will send them 6 times a year to your homes. So as to inspect whether you're using the product nicely, if you have any deviations in it, and they will advise you on that as well. That is included in a package. Can we also show the price so that we have it clear? Right. Let's first show the price. Right. So our package is for 999 rupees. It includes 6 experts visits and the use of our application as well. And you can also upgrade it every year. So it's for 999 rupees only. By upgrade, I mean recharge it every year, right? And the initial subscription is for 1499, right? 1499 because it includes the cost of the device, and our target market is first corporate professionals who need a lot of mental health to function because they function into pressurizing conditions. Second is the old age people who actually have a lot of time to spend on activities like gardening. And third is the hobbies, like people who study horticulture and who are also retired generals from the force who are inclined towards nature and want to do gardening in their free time. We'll just quickly go to the pricing, the financials, and then we'll end. We are catering to Gurugram, Delhi, and Noida because we understand these markets. So first we want to target here, and then we want to increase our reach pan-India. But first we are targeting Gurugram, Noida, and Delhi. All right. I will just spend 10 more seconds. Jingle advertisement is the way to go. We'll use jingle advertisement and word of mouth marketing. And we'll just quickly show the financials. All right. Okay. We kind of end there, but we also have financials, which are very well built. 1.5 crores is the sale in 1 year, and we have predicted a growth rate of 5%. We'll stop over there and you can have a better look. That is the entire thing.
Okay, Vansh, good presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Good quality of PPT as well. And so you are helping people maintain a small garden at their house and their office, right?
Yes, sir. We will tell you how you have to do gardening, and then following that mechanism, you can actually do it at your home. That's pretty much the product. Thank you for understanding that.
But you know that you will get competition from the neighborhood Mali, who provides everything very cheaply, yes, and who is always at your beck and call. Yes. And he takes 100 rupees, 50 rupees. And so, I think from the point of view of finding a problem statement, there is not a problem. I mean, definitely homes and offices should be more green than they are currently.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think Urban Company or any such other app are providing this. My only point is monetization of this whole piece, considering that it is still an unorganized. But you can convert me into a believer if you just tell me how can you compete with the neighborhood Mali.
Absolutely, sir. Shivam, can we go back to the pricing slide so we have it in front of our eye as well when we explain? Yeah. So, sir, here, if you see, the 6 expert visit is actually the Mali who comes to your home. They will come through our platform. So we have integrated that Mali service with our product. So it will be our Mali who will come to your home, right? That is included in the 999 package. So per se, if you pay 75 rupees per visit, which is a general cost of any Mali as well, you will have to spend 450 rupees anyway for 6 visits. So that value you get in our package, and the rest is for using the app service. So that competition is also tackled by us by onboarding them into our platform. So these 6 visits which you get in the platform is actually that Mali visit who will come to your home, and then after seeing the deficiencies, update your schedule for app maintenance, for plant maintenance. So you have a smarter thing when you refer to that schedule.
I got it. Just like Urban Company has standardized services across these things. So you will standardize it for gardening. So okay, I'm fine with it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to add one more thing. Sir, since these gardeners would not be compared to the local gardeners, we will be collecting the data based on how you take care of your plant, how many minerals are you giving to your plants, how much water are you planting. So we already knew at what state your plant is right now, so that based on that data, we will be giving insights to our gardeners, which will be visiting to your place, so that they can effectively take care of your plant.
Okay,
So we will be using, yeah.
So I'll just sort of add on to what the Tushar has said, that so you said 6 visits will be done by the expert being the Mali.
Yes.
Is that 6 visits annually or is it monthly?
Annually, sir.
Annually. And Shivam, can we also present it so that he also knows about the add-on?
That's the 75 rupee add-on which was there.
100 rupee add-on. 100 rupee.
And also I read that I think you're targeting 46% of the youth who might be interested in. So do you think the 46%, the figure that 46% of the youth might be interested in gardening, has it come on some research, or is it an estimate, or like what's the rationale behind that specific number?
Sir, if you see, out of the 2.2 crore population of our target market, which we also showed, 46% are the youth. 46% are the youth.
Okay.
Not the 46% of youth. Out of 22.2, 46% are the youth, right? So here, what we are saying that we will target this because the growing problem of mental health is an alarming issue in the youth.
Okay, so just from understanding as an investor, if I'm just asking, out of the, let's say, let's roughly take 50%, out of the 1.1 crore, how many do you think will actually be interested from a pure investor perspective? Like, what is your actual hit ratio of the 50%?
We have
Sir, actually, we have. I would like to show you just a minute, sir. I'll quickly open the guesstimates.
In which we have.
Guys, it would be great if you can quickly wrap up because we have other teams meeting as well. So
Absolutely, we're just done.
Absolutely. Just a minute. I'll show the Word document.
Shivam, I believe it's taking time, so you can send us the Word document. We'll forward it to judges. We'll be moving to the next contestant if that's.
Yeah, that makes sense. No problem.
Sir, just to answer in words.
Yeah,
Shivam, please take that.
Sir, we just have targeted only 0. We predicted how much people are Delhi, Gurugram, Noida. From that, we have calculated how much families would be there, and on the basis of number of families, we have projected like we will be able to get only 0.5% of the customers, of the potential customers on a platform. Based on that, we have projected our revenue to be 1.5 crores.
It's a 0.5% as well is a big market if we can capture in first year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not denying that.
Yes, sir.
Works well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now moving to our next slot, Nishika. Over to you, Nishika.
Yeah, Adya will present the screen. Adya, are you here?
Yeah, just give me a second.
Also, for the next participants, guys, please decide among yourselves who will be presenting the screen. So as soon as the first screen stops presenting, you just present your screen in advance to avoid the gap that we're having as of now.
Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay.
So we are starting.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Respected jury, my name is Nishika Mehra.
And I'm Adya Grover.
We are here to present our business idea. So, the name of our app is You, the Noise Within. Well, our logo says it all. This is an app made to take care of the most important organ of the body, that is the brain. This app is solely made to take care of an individual's mental health. Before we come on to the features of the app, we want to tell why we have thought of making such an app and its importance. Okay, let's take a situation. When someone has some physical problems, say fever, cold, cough, we always suggest rushing to a doctor. And when someone says feeling depressed, that would say go and sleep, take rest, or take a chill pill, and you will be fine tomorrow. Well, the real difference lies here. That sufficient attention is not being paid to mental health as much as we pay to physical health. Mental health is considered as a taboo in India and something non existent.
Talking about our mission and vision, we plan to make an app that primarily focuses on the mental health of an individual. In these COVID times, the cases of suicide and depression have increased. Our aim is to help people so that they can know that feeling not okay is also okay. Talking about the market size, we have a market study conducted by WHO which says that 7.5% Indians suffer from mental disorder. WHO predicts that by the end of this year, it would be roughly 20% will suffer from mental illness. 9.8 million teenagers in the age group of 13 to 17 years suffer from depression. Now, talking about our business canvas, when we come on to the key partners in the beginning, most of the things will be outsourced or on contract basis. We will tie up with the software and app development company. We will have a team of digital marketeers, which will be outsourced, or we will hire some professionals.
Now, if we talk about our key activities, our app has the following features. Mood checker. Whether the user is happy, sad, or angry. Users who are sad for long periods, the app will provide an early diagnosis of mental illness. Health inputs by users that he/she is experiencing by themselves. Diagnosis by app of the mental illness he/she may have. Therapist and psychiatrist availability anytime at the comfort of the user's home. Meditation routines to keep the user's mind relaxed and fresh. Venting of feelings by the user through writing at times of anger, and the information shared will remain confidential. Sharing of mental health transformation journey through writing so that others can feel motivated. Pop-up notification of motivation coach to start their day with positive vibes daily.
Talking about our key resources, our financial resources will come from an investor and some financial support will be given by us too. Our intellectual resource and human resource would include content writers, marketing team to spread awareness about our app, and we will be responsible for the overall supervision and management of our startup.
When we talk about a value proposition, this app solves the problem that Indians face, that is going to a therapist. Some people are hesitant in going to therapist because of judgment by society. So this app will make it easier to reach a therapist from the comfort of your home. Through this app, we aim to make our customers' life easy by providing access to a therapist, giving daily meditation sessions so that the person's mind is relaxed and fresh. A healthy mind and body is the most productive and happy. We want to spread awareness to the masses. When we talk about our customer relationships for customer acquisition, we plan to follow influencer marketing for promotion of the app since our primary focus will be on teenagers and young adults who are most active on social media. We will also be going to corporate schools and colleges to tell people about our app by giving presentations. Our app will be launched on 10th of October, that is the World Mental Health Day, that will create awareness in itself. In order to grab the attention of a customer to make sure that the person opens the app every day, we will track customer journey, and through customer mapping, we will send email automation messages or pop-up notifications like, did you check your mood today? How are you feeling today? Customer growth will be done when we switch from premium revenue model to subscription, and our upselling point will be the premium membership.
Talking about the customer segment, since mental health has no age barrier, a person of any age group can suffer through mental illness, but teenagers and young adults are most vulnerable group of all. The app is a fit for everyone. Our customer profile includes people belonging to high income and middle income groups and people living in urban areas. The app targets mental illness or stress, anxiety, depression. This app allows customer diversification.
If we talk about our channels, our primary channels will be App Store and Play Store. This is where our app will be available. We will have our own Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn page where digital marketing will be done.
Talking about the revenue model, it will begin from freemium basis. That is, everything will be free except the services of a therapist. A certain amount needs to be paid in order to avail their services. And after 1 year, when a good customer base is established, then a quarterly subscription of 300 rupees with a 7 days free trial will be available. But for therapists, the customer has to pay separately. We also plan to do referral marketing on which we'll charge on the basis of cost per click and cost per view.
In terms of competition, there is indirect competition. Some apps only provide therapists, some provide meditation videos. Our app has all the feature in one app, primarily focusing on mental health. We have a competitive advantage towards other app because our app is an affordable solution and the subscription starts on rupees 300. As you can see on the slide, our potential competitors that are MindFit, Headspace, and Salvador do have features that can take care of your mental health, but there are only a handful of them. Our app has varied features solely made for checking up on the mental health of the person. Now we come on to a cost structure. In this slide, we have devised the cost structure of a company and have divided the various phases on quarterly basis. In the period of April to June, investment will have the main role. We have mentioned the expenses we have to bear. The first two phases, that are from April to September, are spent on marketing and fixed costs. We will be making people aware of our app in these phases. Then comes the innovator phase, where some people will start taking a subscription. We have mentioned the revenue that will be generated. In the Jan to March phase, that is the early adopter phase, there will be a good investor return. You can see all the figures on the slide. We will need a total of 10 lakh rupees for the startup for the first year. We also did a need gap analysis for the attractiveness and effectiveness of a new product with a sample size of 52 people. Out of 52 responses, 55.8%, that is 29 people, said that they would prefer an app which keeps a check on their mental health.
Now we would like to conclude our presentation. Our app's aim is to spread awareness about mental health in India. People need to take care of their mental health like we take care of our physical health. The app with its amazing feature can track a person's mood and mental state every day and find any red flags if there are any, which can help the person in early diagnosis of their problem. Our app works on the lines of UN Sustainable Development Goal, that is good health and well-being. The aim is not only to make a business impact, but also to make a social impact by ending the taboo that mental health is non-existent. So this was our pitch. I hope you like it. Thank you.
Good one, Nishika and Adya.
Thank you, sir.
So, after the app Calm came out, and they were just providing natural sounds, and that app is now valued at upward of $1 billion. So the need is out there, and especially after COVID, because of lockdowns, even the children, their nervous energy does not come out because they're not able to do physical exercise, and so that has become a problem, how to manage yourself sitting at home. And so the problem statement looks good to me, and so specifically I just wanted to ask, would you be more playing on your content, or would you be more playing on the fact that you can provide people access to psychiatrists and other healers?
Sir, all these things will be given equal attention since all these are features. So primarily, our main feature we will be focusing on is the therapist and psychiatrist availability, and then we will be focusing on our content entirely, like meditation videos, pop-up notification of motivation quotes. Since all of this is included in mental health, so we need to provide everything that solely takes care of a person's mental health.
Yeah, and I liked that you both know about the fact that India में कोई psychiatrist के पास जाता है तो उसको समझते हैं कि इसको कुछ हो गया है, So they don't treat it as a natural problem. It happens. Mind is just like the body. चोट लग जाती है, So
yeah, so that's the thing, and we want to end this taboo. Going to a therapist is okay. Yeah. Even if you are not facing any problem to vent out your feelings, maybe if a person is it's not important that you are having a mental illness. If you are facing stress also, you can go to a therapist.
Right. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, Nishika and Adya.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I think most of the questions, even which I had, I think Tushar just brought it up. I just want to add in, it's an exceptionally good problem which you're trying to solve. Any initiatives you've thought of to sort of break the stereotype which we're talking about? Like, how will you go to market? How will you break that initial stereotype to sort of come to your platform? So just wanted to have a quick question on that.
Okay, so for this, initially we will be tying up with NGOs. There are many NGOs organizations also. Currently, we have seen project UQ, that entirely focuses on the mental health of a person. So we will tie up with them, and we will try to we will be doing a collaboration also with many mental health maybe mental health, you can say that mental health organizations, and there we will be doing our awareness campaigns, and also we will be going to schools, colleges, and corporates to present our we will also be going B2B, business to business. So in that we will be going to corporates, and we will pitch that if they can give this app with subscription to all their employees, because employees should also be mentally fit. So that's
Right.
our
Absolutely.
initial thing to do. In the long run, we will also introduce a premium membership also. In that, we will target the high income group. It will be priced at maybe 2,000 or 3,000 rupees, in which there will be 12 free sessions with the therapist and live meditation sessions.
All right. Works well. Things are well thought of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So moving on to the next slot. Chinmay, are you here? Or anyone from the team of Chinmay? I believe they are not here, so we'll be moving to Priyansh. Priyansh, over to you.
Hi, am I audible now?
Yeah, Priyansh, you are.
Perfect. Let me screen share. Is the deck now visible?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes, now it is visible.
Perfect. So first of all, good morning everyone. I would like to thank team ENSO DSC for inviting me to pitch my idea in front of the esteemed panel of judges. So I am Priyansh Bachchani, presently pursuing BMS from Shahi Sukhdev College of Business Studies, Delhi University. Today I am here to pitch my idea, Culinate. We are building smart technology for the most popular room in the hub, obviously the kitchens. Let me move on to the next slide. These are the broad pointers that I would be covering during the pitch today, with relevant subheaders in each of them. So Culinate is an Indian IoT and home automation based company. We are planning to build smart switches and smart technology, kitchen appliances. We have an aim of saving the power and making the home appliances more secure to reduce the accidents in kitchens. Our vision is to become the leading provider of IoT technology for kitchen appliances on a global scale, while scaling it levels as we proceed. Our mission is to make homes smarter, more connected, and safer, with the dual aim of saving money and conserving energy. So this is the synopsis of the company. So for the fund allocation, for the initial 10 lakh, we are targeting 30% of them to be allocated towards manufacturing, 25% of it for sales and marketing, 25% for the key hires and the employees, and the remaining 20% for the key operations that we would be having. So how we came this idea. So when I was in my school, there was a teacher which was almost the favorite of everyone in the school. She suffered an accident in the kitchen. So that made us realize how big a problem it is. We have the relevant numbers that highlights the severity of this problem. 46% of house fires are caused out of kitchen appliances. 62% of the house fires are caused out of ranges and cooktops. And average $4,000 USD average fires loss is caused by them. So these are the relevant numbers showing we might think televisions, washing machines, or fans are the major appliances which consume energy. But here are the numbers. The dishwashers, coffee makers, and even the toasters, they consume a decent amount of energy. So it It is definitely very easy to set up. It is constantly learning. It has multi-thread sensor. It has remote monitoring. It has remote appliances control. And some of the other top features are remote shut off, advanced notifications, energy consumption data, interoperability, and cost saving benefits. So these are the key financials and the numbers that I have included in the pitch, showing that an initial investment of 3 lakh would yield an increase in net present value of more than 10 lakhs. So this definitely shows that it is an investment worth making. Our idea has already been validated by our customers, having 100 plus pre-orders and yielding us a revenue of more than 5 lakh in the pre-launch revenue. We are investor backed, having a funding of around 5 lakh from various sources already. We have contacts with the manufacturer in US based that would be supplying us the machinery and every other parts. We already have press mentions and necessary strategic partnerships to make the product a success. So for the future development, apart from household kitchens, we would be targeting the commercial kitchens because there we feel they can afford to invest a much larger amount of money and we can place our product a bit higher price. So this is the industry analysis showing that the home automation market and IoT market is definitely growing at a rapid pace. Earlier in the pre-COVID era, we could have assumed that it is difficult, that everyone might not have the internet connection or the smart mobiles. But thanks to the COVID, that now more and more people have access to the online modes of communication. This makes our product even more accessible. So our target audience, first of all, are the homemakers. Then we would be moving on to the insurance companies and residential property managers, where they can install these devices at the time when the houses are built. So for the marketing strategy, we would be focusing on SEO and social media, content marketing and influencer marketing, because we feel that here we can get the maximum output from our investment. So a few of our competitors are Amazon Eco, Nest and Wallflower. But it is clearly evident none of them is offering all of the features that we are offering, and definitely at a cost that we can provide it. So our product is definitely user friendly. It is very, very affordable. Spending just 6,000 rupees for making your house safe. It is compatible with almost all the products in the regular 2-pin and 3-pin sockets that we have in our homes. Our team strength is definitely one of the key factors, because an idea is only as good as a team. So we have a dedicated team that is willing to work on it and make a vision a success. So for the funding and allocation, as I have highlighted, we would be requiring 30% for the manufacturing, 25% for sales, and the remaining 25 and 20% respectively for key hires in operations. So why to invest in Culina? Definitely because we already have the customer success. We are one of the leading providers in automation and IoT space, and I feel that it has a huge potential. So we are planning to raise a seed funding of rupees 10 lakh rupees as a combination of debt and equity. So now I would like to open the floor for questions.
Thank you, Priyansh. There are 2-3 ways we make a document, right? I mean, one is for bank, which is like a project report, and it is also called an information memorandum, and there are many names to it. It is more about costing, project surveys, and so on. And then we have some, so your presentation is very much text, a lot of text. So the thing is, the attention span of people is not so much nowadays to go through so much of text. So I would suggest that make it more visual, make it more people even go in for YouTube videos as a 5-minute video, as a pitch deck. So make it more appealing and less text, more graphics, more easy to and secondly, yes, IoT will come soon because government is about to come out with 5G spectrum auctions, and all these Airtel and Jio are both ready with the 5G infrastructure, and so it will come soon. So definitely
So basically, we would be getting the machineries from a US-based company, then we would be manufacturing it in-house. And the cost would be rupees 6,000. And for the selling, we have planned to launch a website of our own and also tie up with various hardware stores in these stores where you can find these sockets, chargers, and everything. So going forward, we plan to supply to them as well.
So, the thing is that generally speaking, India, what I've seen is, I'm not putting you down, I'm just telling you my experience.
Yes.
If it is a non-intellectual property product and when technology is coming from outside, then if they go in and raise private equity, which means like $30 million, $25 million and big amount of money, so they get it. That is easily available. But if anybody is trying to raise a small amount of money for a technology which is coming from outside, India there is a lot of challenge. So that is my observation. But I like your product. So and the presentation was good. It was a little bit too texty for me, but congratulations. Thank you.
So, but basically, the technology is in-house. We are getting the necessary machineries from US. Those machineries will prepare the plugs and the sockets that we need, and in that we will integrate our ML and AI and IoT, and we will develop the entire dashboard in the app to track the reports from that switch.
Okay.
Basically, for the switches, we are getting it also.
Okay.
From this perspective, so we are given initial seed fund of I think 10 lakhs, and you've allocated 30% into manufacturing of that breakup. Do you feel that amount would be less because just manufacturing, getting a piece of land either on rent, and now you're saying you'll be importing certain parts. So have you thought of import duties which may occur on the parts which which will be importing?
Definitely, sure. So I would be happy to answer that. Before the competition, I had a discussion with one of the organizers in which I was told that we are allowed to make necessary assumptions. So during the pitch deck, I mentioned that we already have around 200 pre-orders and a pre-order revenue of rupees 5 lakhs, and we already have some amount of pre-funding as well. So we would surely be making use of that.
So just point, because the entire aspect about importing some parts for the product. So do you believe that we have incorporated the taxation element of the import duties, or is that an assumption or something like that? Because that was my only query from, again, if I have to put in money into a product like this, so that's a question which will obviously come in. So that's what I was thinking.
All the prices that I took in the financial analysis, they were inclusive of all the taxes and all the duties, because talking on a personal level, I already have an experience of importing around 2 to 3 machineries from China, and I have a decent amount of the taxes which goes into it, and the logistics and the transportation, everything. So all those have been incorporated here.
From that, a good product, and again, a good problem to solve in today's world. Congratulations on the presentation.
Thank you, sir. Apart from it, any other feedback that would help me improve in the coming presentations? Apart from the text-heavy thing,
I think Tushar summed it up really well. Just make it more infographics and a little bit less of text. That's about it.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thanks a lot for the feedback. It would be really helpful going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Priyansh.
Now moving to our next slot, Shivam. Are you there?
Yes. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Over to you.
Garima and Ritika, am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Please present.
Present my screen?
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Is it visible?
No, yeah, it's visible now.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's visible.
Shall we start, sir?
Yeah, please.
I am here to say our house is on fire.
I want you to act as if you were in a crisis.
I want you to act as if your house is on fire because it is.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. We are Team Sankalp and I am Shivam Sharma.
And I am Garima Mangla.
I am Ritika Rathore.
Now, from all of you present here, I want to ask one simple question. Do you guys have any idea about the biggest danger to the human existence in the current scenario? Ladies and gentlemen, think about a bit. If you are thinking about COVID-19, you are wrong. It's not COVID-19, it's climate change. In the words of climate activist Greta Thunberg, human civilization will come to an end if climate change is not controlled. Do you know what's the biggest contributor for the climate change? It's none other than pollution. Last year, according to the report by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, pollution has caused 12 lakhs deaths nationwide and alone 6 lakhs in the capital city, Delhi. The main reason for the capital's pollution can be contributed to the stubble burning in the nearby areas of Haryana, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh. Farmers don't have an option other than setting fields to the fire. The states of Haryana, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh alone contributes to the 60 to 70% of the total pollution caused by stubble burning by burning 20 million tons of paddy stubble, which in turn generate 50 to 60 million tons of toxic gases that not only degrade the quality of soil but also have serious consequences on the health of population. To solve this serious issue of stubble burning and pollution, we are working on our sustainable business model, Project Sankalp. The main target communities of Project Sankalp is the rack picker community living near Delhi Meerut highway and the farmers of Haryana and Punjab, Uttar Pradesh. In the rack picker community, the male of the family are generally involved in rack picking, while the female of the family make paddy brooms. But nowadays, due to COVID-19 and continuous exploitation, they have started rack picking and further leaving this unique art to dying and putting their life into danger. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna employ the male of the rack picker community to clear and collect the stubble from the paddy fields. After clear and collection, stubble will be segregated into useful and non-useful stubble. Useful stubble will be converted into fine paddy brooms and non-useful stubble will be converted into compost and other cutlery items. And both of them will be then sold into the market using various online platforms and our very own Sankalp app.
To summarize the solution of Project Sankalp, we here present you with a circular flow model. Project Sankalp will start from the farmer's stubble, which will be used as a raw material for a final product. This stubble will be cleared and collected by the male rack pickers and then segregated into two different parts. One part will be used for making brooms and the other part will be used for making compost and cutlery. Both of them will then be sold into the markets using various channels of distribution.
Now coming to the digital avenue of Project Sankalp, that is the revolutionary Sankalp app. This app will focus on one-to-one communication and will have dual login tabs for farmers and customers in addition to a calling features. Through this app, farmers will be able to upload the information regarding their location and quantity of stubble in the farmers login tab. The information will then be sent to the collection agent so that they can clear and collect the stubble from the farmer's paddy field. Later, the customer will also be able to buy our product through login into customers login tab. Beside this app will also provide the latest information, schemes and advancement in the agriculture sectors to the farmers.
As of the product and its USP, Project Sankalp has three different product lines, namely broom, cutlery, and compost. All of the three products are made up of stubble. That not only makes it eco-friendly, but also durable and cheaper. Hence, though we face indirect competition from the already existing brands of these products, we do not have any direct competition. And this gives a first mover advantage to our product. As of the goals of the Project Sankalp, it will help in employment generation, reducing air as well as plastic pollution, recognizing the unique art which is dying, and upliftment of social and educationally backward people. And most important is, it will work on UN Sustainable Development Goals such as good health and well-being, climate action, etc. As of the sustainability and scalability part, it is very cost-effective production and also will help in maximum production. Broom is a product that is used everywhere and anywhere despite of the culture and ethnicity. Substituting plastic brooms with eco-friendly brooms will help in curbing down the pollution level as well. As of the target market, the main target market for this product is semi-urban market and urban market as well. We all know broom is a product that is used everywhere despite of the culture and ethnicity. India's cleanliness sector is worth rupees 4,500 crore in terms of tools, equipments, and waste management implements used. The broom segment is alone worth rupees 2,500 crores, so Project Sankalp has a very large potential market to cover. Sankalp brooms are sustainable, eco-friendly, and durable, and are 100 times better than already existing brooms available in the market.
Now coming to the SWOT analysis, the strength of the Project Sankalp is its reduced price, which is due to the low initial investment. With a very minimum investment, we can have a high production. And however, this low initial investment is not only a strength but also a weakness. But we can easily overcome that since we have the first mover advantage, and we can also raise funds from various government schemes and private CSR projects. When we talk about threats, I think every industry faces stiff competition from its competitors, and so will we. When we talk about the cost analysis, so the land size of like 10-acre land size can generate 20 tons of rice stubble, out of which 15 tons will be used for brooms and 5 tons will be used for compost and handicrafts. When we talk about the cost, the total revenue generated will be rupees 9 lakh to 25 lakhs in case of brooms, and on an average, we can say it will be around 15 lakhs to 30,000. Compost rupees 3 lakh 60,000, and from handicrafts rupees 1 lakh 35,000. When we all add it, then the total revenue generated is rupees 20 lakhs 25,000, and whereas the total cost incurred is only rupees 8 lakhs. So the amount of profit is double the amount of expenditures incurred. When we talk about the revenue models and the streams, Project Sankalp follows the transaction model since the revenue is earned per unit sold. And revenue streams, we have currently 3 different product lines and hence the 3 streams. That is selling brooms, compost, and handicrafts. Channels. We are involved in all the channels, that is personal selling, retail selling, and as well as online selling as well. In the end, I would like to say that we believe in entrepreneurship.
We believe in innovation.
We believe in us. We are Team Project.
We are. Thank you. Now we are open to questions.
We also believe in your company.
Thank you so much.
You have identified a very stubble burning is, it is not only a problem in India. You go to Singapore, the Malaysians are burning a forest to grow palm oil plantations, and the whole of Singapore, there is so much of smog 3 to 4, 5 months a year.
Yes, sir.
And so this is a big...
as one of the major reasons for the climate change, the pollution in pollution in the agriculture sector, basically due to the land burning and shift in agriculture strategies.
Yeah, there were, NASA satellites had taken images of the Ganga basin, and they saw low-lying smog throughout the basin.
Yes.
So, it is a perpetual pollution in which crores of people live.
Yes, sir.
And so, I can... Sorry. Yeah, so, there is a company started by my friend who's from IIM Calcutta. And what they do is they pick up the waste from Coca-Cola's Coke's plants and convert it into T-shirts, mugs. They brand it with Coke logo and they sell it back to Coke. Turnover almost 40% gross margin.
Really amazing, sir.
Yeah, that's really amazing business model. Actually, B2B, they are doing B2B business model in a very efficient manner. I think that's a great.
Yeah. So I like your. I hope you are able to convert it into a good business because I don't have much knowledge about stubble. What it contains and how much it can be converted to useful products like a broom, and so. I hope you are converted into a good product and service. So it's just that the logistics of the whole piece is quite huge because we are talking about the size of Punjab. You have to collect stubble.
Yes.
So
we are doing at a very small level, and
also quite a lot.
So currently we were given this cap of like 10 lakhs rupees, which was why we had to accumulate it. So we have presented the logistics in that way. But we totally understand that. We plan to expand it further also. In the we expand the market area also. We plan to expand the market area later.
So are you going to tie up with someone for collection of stubble, or how will you collect it? I mean, it's like collecting from the whole of Punjab, right?
Yeah, so initially at the small level, we will employ the rack pickers to clear and collect the stubble from the farmer's field. We will contact the farmers that are they agreeing to make the rack pickers come and clear and collect the stubble from their fields, and then the process will start. After its collection, it will be segregated and then it will be converted into paddy brooms with the help of our trained female rack pickers. We are providing employment to them, and we are providing sustainable livelihood opportunities for the farmers as well, because they are the one who suffer most of the issue of the pollution by stubble burning. So that's
and also due to COVID-19, also the life of these people have degraded a lot, and we also had word with some of the rack pickers. So like they're ready to work with us. So, but due to COVID-19, we have somewhat delayed the thing, and we'll be doing it, sir.
Very nice. I don't have any further questions. Thank you so much.
Sir, any input you want to provide about the intricacies of the business that we can implement?
Some other time. Right now, the time is limited. So, yeah. But I'm available on LinkedIn. All of you are welcome to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I will put my LinkedIn link on chat so that you guys can reach out.
Sir, I have already sent you the request on LinkedIn. Please accept.
Okay, Shivam. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, so I won't be, there won't be any questions from my side. I just want to commend the thought behind the product. I think it's an exceptional problem to solve. I think it's the need of the hour. And I think the fact that you're bringing community to solve the problem, bringing the lowest level of people at the grassroots to solve the problem is, I think, extremely commendable. So it's well thought of that we're going to use the lowest, right at the grassroots level, we're going to have people doing in our jobs for us. So you're giving back to the community as well. So extremely well thought of. As a product, I don't know how market ready we are, but I think from a pitch and a problem to solve, I think it's exceptionally well thought of.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
I would just like to add here that, impact is a big business in the US. Impact means environmental, social, and corporate governance factors. There are 950 impact funds in the US managing almost 1/3 of the investments which go into through venture capital. And in India, impact funds are many, like Avishkar, Elivar Equity, Lakh Capital. You have Asha Impact, you have Shell Foundation, you have SBI Neve. So, you should aim for a bigger plan, business plan, than just right now, because it's a big problem.
Yeah, sir, definitely.
Yeah. Then we will. I think with the constraints you had of a minimal capital to start with.
Yeah,
that is a.
Yeah, I do believe that you still managed to sort of sum it up well. Again, very important problem to solve, and I hope you guys solve the problem which we have.
Yeah, definitely, so we are working very hard for it on the business plan, and we will definitely do some wonderful work in the coming future.
A big congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
The idea was really good. Now, moving to our next slot. Monica, are you there?
Thank you so much. Yes, I am here. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure. Make sure you first present the stream.
And the next slot, please be ready because we don't have much time to wait.
Yeah, it's done. I'm just presenting.
Ayush, are you on LinkedIn? Ayush Kumar?
Yes, sir. I've added you on LinkedIn already.
Okay, I need to meet you and get a photograph clicked.
Sure, sir. Sure. We'll do it. Yeah, Monica, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. This is Monica, and I'm a student of first year BLEd program in Lakh College. So now I'm gonna ahead and present my business plan of a clothing brand for
for a woman with ideal age of 18 to 40 years. My brand's name is Hoot Minimi. It is a trendy, sustainable, ethical brand which embraces slow fashion, valuable craftsmanship, and creativity. So the problems we consumers are facing right now are polyester fabric and artificial dyes, its health implications on us, low quality garments, fast fashion trends with no attention given to quality, don't provide, no current brands are not providing mending and revamping solutions. Problems of petite people are not addressed properly. A lot of waste is generated during the process of production, which leads to environmental pollution and unethical working conditions for people working for these clothing chains. Now, the solutions we are providing to tackle all those problems are we gonna use organic fabrics like cotton and hemp and use natural dyes which eliminate the health implications raised and artificial fabrics. Utmost attention would be given to the quality. Use of slow fashion which embrace craftsmanship and creativity will provide mending and revamping solutions for old garments. We're gonna have one exclusive collection for petite ladies which address the special attention which address the needs of special attention to details and proportion of a garment which suits the needs of petite ladies. Our entire waste fabric to develop other utility products to address the issue of pollution. We're gonna have provide a ethical and warm environment to people working with us without any exploitation. Now I'm gonna move into product. Sorry, I forgot to move the slides. So these are my products. We're gonna have the entire range for petite ladies, which is not getting addressed by the mainstream brands, which will be working on their special needs for the design intentions or the proportions of their bodies. And we're gonna make our garments multi-purpose with the use of detachable panels, embroideries, accessories, which enable our clients to dress up and dress down in a matter of few minutes. We're gonna have entire range of utility products like pouches, kits, coasters, wire holders, napkins, etc. with our leftover fabric waste. Now moving to market analysis. There is growing pollution and exploitation, which have developed the awareness towards the sustainable and ethical side of product we use. Fashion is growing at a faster pace from many years and predicted to grow much faster in future. As this industry is growing very fast, so is the pollution and exploitation of people and environment because of this industry. The new and wise generation of youngs are getting more and more conscious of things so that we can be ahead of time by using sustainability and human ethics as a core values of our brand, and this will ensure our growth at faster pace as we're gonna meet the needs of tomorrow. Now, moving to business plan. We work on 100% margin, which will ensure our growth and human conditions, fair wage, etc. for our people. We just simply double up the cost for our garments, and when it comes to revamped products and products developed out of waste, we can sell them on 3 to 4 times of the cost price. Now moving to growth analysis. In initial 2 months, there would be no direct reach of us to our clients, which means there's no revenue or no reach. But from 3rd month onwards, we're gonna do exhibitions, events, and fashion weeks, which slowly leads up to the expansion of our direct reach to people. And here is the graph which shows the expenses, revenue, and direct reach. Due to time constraints, I'm not going into details now. And for timeline, from first 2 months, we start working on development and design, finalize the collection, do final photo shoot, and work on our website. For third months, we hire manager and social media person and hire interns to work on our brand. From fourth months onward, we wanna do the adaptations on our existing collections according to the needs and demands of our clients. Do exhibitions, start social media in a more focused way. From fifth month onwards, we're gonna review the growth, expand the number of exhibitions and events we do, expand the direct reach. From 6 months onwards, we connect with the magazines and the newspaper for editorial and continue to expand more. From 7th month, we gonna plan to have our own space. We spend most and we gonna spend most of our profits for advertisement. From 8 and 9 months, we simply grow and expand our reach, direct reach to our people. From 10th month, we gonna look for physical space in heartland of for a physical boutique and space for outskirts.
We have time, sir.
So my time is over, or can I move a bit further?
Monica, your time is over, unfortunately. You can just conclude in one line and thereafter we'll move with the question on.
Okay, so I'm just concluding with the final cost structure. So here is the final cost structure of my plan. So basically, for initial months, we just gonna have 2 people, and the more or less the expenses, which sums up to 5.3 lakh. From third month onward, our expenses sums up to 2.9 lakh, and from third month and for first and second for third month, our total expense would be 8.25 lakh, and let's keep the 50k for miscellaneous expenses, and it sums up to 8.75 lakh. So, and our key expensive resources would be space and machines, and our key activities which are expensive is doing exhibition stalls and like promotions for most of the part. And yeah, so that's it. And we're gonna have so many okay, so this is the final peoples and responsibilities I've assigned to the people which I will be hiring from third month onwards.
Monica, your time is up. You have to stop, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm done.
Thank you, Monica. I saw it from the perspective of textiles. I'm a textile engineer, so it's good to see a textile product. I was just trying to understand the differentiation between all the other brands which keep on getting launched. I mean, you have indeed focused on a lot of features of your product, which is good. But what is going to be the differentiator? If you could just throw some light over there.
Actually, sir, the key major difference would be the use of our waste product, waste leftovers of the fabric, because major brands are not using it up, and this would end up in landfills, which adds up to environmental pollution and other things. So our major thing would be that we are utilizing our leftover fabrics, and other thing is that we are having a complete collection for our petite ladies, because they have a special needs for our body. As being a petite, I know that my body proportions are not as similar as people of our mainstream. So we have this special design. Attention needs to be given to that. And other thing is, I'm gonna utilize the hand embroidery, which in a way to make our dresses in a convenient way, which is I'm gonna use detachable embroideries or accessories or panels to turn up the dress in a matter of few seconds or minutes. Just remove the panel and it will be turned out These are the main key differences. And rather than this, we are also having the ethical side of us, ethical and sustainable side of us, which is get avoided by mainstream like fast fashion brands like a few like Zara and H&M. So these guys are using unsustainable practices, which is leading up to the pollutions and all of the things, and unethical practices during production processes. So yeah, these are the major differences.
I agree with you that unethical practices, but what to do? I mean, there is a neighbor next to India, which is Bangladesh. They use child labor, right? And so, their cost of production is low. So, brands keep on thinking, if, they are able to get away with it, then why should we not be able to get away with it? So there is a gray area there, but I don't agree with the child labor. That is one thing. So that's fine. I don't have any questions. I think you are trying to create something beautiful, and you have a lot of conviction. So thank you. My best wishes to you.
Thank you.
So as a product, I don't see it as a differentiator. I think it's just a spin-off on. I think you want to use better designs. And I think it's absolutely fair. You can, even in a crowded market, you can come in and start in a new brand. So just few pointers from my side that so Zara and I think all the other ones which you mentioned. Actually, one of my clients is based out of Bangladesh, and it's known as Plami. It is the most sustainable practices, and it actually has their production in the world's greenest factory with all ethical practices. So Zara would not be a correct example. So if you actually look at Plami is one of the best manufacturers based out of Bangladesh. But point taken that yes, there are certain organizations there which do have unethical practices. But yeah, from a research perspective, as a founder, you should be knowing that where does Zara manufacture, because the name Zara came in again and again. But apart from that, I do believe that you want to start a new brand. I don't really feel there's a different problem to solve. But I think with innovation of design and better costs and more sustainable fabric to the consumer, you will be able to build a niche for yourself. So there's no harm as an entrepreneur coming into a crowded market and even starting, a new brand of your own. So just kudos to you on having the conviction of bringing in newer designs to the fashion industry.
Thank you, sir.
Well said. Well said.
Congratulations, Monica. There's some real insights here. So now moving on to next lot, Ayushi, over to you.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I'll just take a second to share my screen.
Sure. Welcome, Ayushi. Welcome, Srijita.
Thank you, sir. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes.
We start here. Do you want to live a long and a healthy life, or die young in pain and suffering in a road accident? I'm sure, if given a choice, you'd prefer the former over the latter. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My teammate Srijita Mukherjee and I, Ayushi Marwa, present to you CASK, Hard Hats over Hurt Heads. CASK is your one-stop shop for helmets and motorcycle accessories. A perfect blend of safety, innovation, and style. Manufactured with world-class quality standards, its innovative design and aerodynamic build ensures maximum comfort for every rider. The problem of certified safety gear has always been an issue in India. We plan on combating that by providing ISI certified, lightweighted and durable helmets with carbon fiber shields to cater the needs of men, women and children. We aim to provide high quality services with after-sales services and other incentives as well. The purchase of two-wheelers increased by the day. The total sales of two-wheelers in 2019 and 20 was over 2 crores. After the breakout of COVID 19, the national helmet rule will be made compulsory, that is, for the two-wheeler drivers and their pillion back riders from June 1st, 2021, all over India. We plan on taking advantage of this. To escape stringent penalties and fine imposed by the government, the demand for this good will be sky high. We also plan on taking advantage of the lack of local brands in Jharkhand and most of the eastern or backward states of India. Moving on, Shujita will take over.
Sujita, you're on mute. Unmute yourself, please.
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the market strategy that we've planned for this is, with the number of educated buyers rising, there will be a shift of demand towards the certified and branded helmets with proper safety care. We'll produce light-weighted, durable, reasonable, and all helmets in all sizes, variety, and certified with warranty and guarantee. We plan to reach out to other showrooms, come up with our own offline showrooms, and contact online e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, and post more advertising campaigns and hoardings in the main places of the city. Now, the execution. With the objective of safety and precaution, we plan on executing this by obviously the usage of campaigns, hoardings, and advertising. We also plan on resorting to social media platforms, and a big part of this is the logistics. So we plan on making a channel of distribution among the states where the dealers will be in contact with us, and we will be able to supply our goods to the local franchises in both inter and intrastate. Now the production mostly involves injection of the molding child parts, buffing and sanding, painting and decals, attaching the visors and straps, multiple quality checks, and packaging and shipping. Now, in order to get the license, or in order to be approved by to get approval of the government, we need the BIS certification and the ISI mark. We need that license. So for that, a product of ours will go, the government will collect a product of ours, test it according to them, and then when it passes, we will proceed further with the production.
Now, moving on to the unique product design, we will have the variety of colors, lightweighted helmets, well padded, comfortable, durable, everything. Our main USP here is that we will be producing a premium range of carbon fiber helmets, wherein the retail for this is about 12 to 10,000 per day all over India. But we plan on launching a premium range because not every average middle class person would be able to afford this. This will be a premium range from our side. Now, moving on to the competitor advantage and valuable position, we will obviously, first of all, have the government BSI certified ISI marks on our helmet at a very reasonable price. We will provide additional safety gears to our customers, such as face shields or ear protections. And we will also be providing after-sale services, which will be a warranty period of 1 year. And if in case the helmet doesn't sustain any accident or injury, the helmets will be replaced after 3 years from the date of purchase with a new helmet at a minimum cost. Shujita will take over from here.
No, you're on mute.
You're on mute. Please unmute and speak.
Yeah, I have a bit of a network issue. I'm really sorry. So the strengths being that we have advanced machinery which will help us be more cost effective and make the helmets more affordable, and they'll be BIS certified and ISI marked, which is like the most main criteria right now. Now, there will be a couple of weaknesses, being that we will be a newcomer in the helmet market and it will take time to gain popularity. We'll also face strong competition from already existing giants in this helmet industry like Vega, Stud, Steelbird, Aerostar. But again, the thing is that in Jharkhand or most eastern states of India, Bihar, West Bengal, we don't have a local helmet brand, the market of our own. So that is what we plan on capturing at first. This is the slide. So the initial investment is of 10 lakhs.
Okay, Pradita, can you just conclude in a sentence or two because we have limited time?
Yeah, sure. So the initial investment is of 10 lakh rupees, a personal contribution of 3 lakhs by each of us, and the initial stage production of this helmet will be 20,000 units. That is 10,000 in the first month and 10,000 in the next month. Now, I'll just like to give you an idea about how we are planning on the revenue. Let's say that production of per unit of a helmet is 400 rupees, the market price being 1,200. Now, we keep a profit margin for us at rupees 800. And intra-state franchises will get a higher percentage of the fee, that is 30 to 37%. That leads us to, so the final revenue that we'll receive is approximately 520 rupees per helmet. And for intra-state franchises, it will be a little lower, that is for 25 to 27%. And we'll also provide more incentives to the local franchises in order to, again, gain popularity and enter the market in a steady way.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, I'd
You
like
may
to
stop now.
conclude that. With this, I'd like to conclude just in a second. So the rush to save head spells doom time for helmet sellers with the D-Day approaching with the strict enforcement of the helmet rule from 1st June 2021 in Jharkhand and all over India will be made compulsory with imposition of fine for violators through the e-challan system, and thereby sale of helmets will pick up with CASC offering varieties of helmets springing up. So, to refresh your riding game with an exciting new range of helmets from CASC, pick one for yourself and a gift for someone you care. Thank you.
I like the pictures in the end, they are so scary. You are scaring us to buy your helmet, So,
that is the idea behind the helmet.
So, I used to go to, sorry. Yeah, I used to go to Meerut to meet a cousin of mine when I was in the college and school. And I asked him that nobody here wears a helmet. And he said it's because in Uttar Pradesh, helmet is compulsory. So, what I'm trying to say is that it's high time that the law is enforced and helmets people are made to wear. And just as because the steep rise in fines, traffic fines in Delhi have actually forced people to follow traffic laws. And people are afraid because each time there is a challan of 500 bucks, 2,000 bucks, 1,500 bucks, and there is a marked difference on the roads. And I'm sure that your problem statement is good and it has a environmental angle to it. Did I read correctly?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, so all the best. Nice product, nice outcome. Just remove these pictures as fast as possible.
So, I do agree, from a product perspective. So actually, Steelbird happens to be one of my clients. I know the industry quite well. And the pictures which we're talking about in the end, that's actually their campaign since 75. They believe in, sort of bringing in safety, and their motto and mission is that no one should die due to a road accident. So that's their philosophy. So from a pure business standpoint, I understand what market you're trying to cover in. Again, it's not a new problem to solve. It's a problem which exists. It somehow hasn't been solved. It's a saturated market with 2-3 strong players. My only question is, how do you plan to compete with the likes of a Steelbird or a Vega? Because these guys. So, what will be your alt strategy? Every company will market which is, quite heavy and has 2-3 big players. What would be your sort of, alt strategy to counter them? Purely to build a niche for yourself.
Thank you for your question, sir. Sir, like I said, our that we are going to go through the approval of government's test, which is if you look it up, the government is testing the helmets by dropping them, literally dropping them on the ground, and if they crack, go on past the test. And leading brands in India like Studs and Steelbird hasn't had the ISI marked helmets as of now. It's only Vega who is also applying for the test with us.
So from just this is where I want to come in. I think a small lack in research. So Steelbird is actually one of the only ones who actually have an ISI. And if you now look at their website online, the founder Rajiv Kapoor is actually propagating and trying to ban helmets without an ISI. So he himself comes online and he drops his helmets. In fact, he even uses a baseball bat to smash his helmets. So Steelbird's claim to fame is now becoming, the one with only ISI mark. So that's what I was, sort of wanting to understand that, how would that niche be created? I'm more than happy if you want to replicate that model, but let's talk about a marketing strategy. What would be your marketing strategy? I'm assuring you, these brands which you talk about, they have an ISI mark. I mean, I'm associated with them quite closely.
All right. Okay. Sorry for the misinformation of facts. Yeah. So again, we are going to capture the markets in the backward states first. Like, let's say our own state, Jharkhand. Here, helmets haven't been, a practice of wearing helmets is like, I don't know, ancient or non-existent.
Just for the wrist when you're driving a bike.
Right.
People literally would want to have perfect hair instead of wearing helmets and getting them ruined. So we are going to capture the northeastern market, eastern market, and market of the backward states. So to get initial high rise in demand, and then I think monopoly is not a thing in this market, and slowly and steadily we will establish our brand as well. It's not like we can't establish our brand because we have a solid plan. So I guess slowly and steadily we will have, customers will gain trust, and we will make it. We are not afraid of Steelbird.
Sir, another issue is that Steelbird, Studs and Vega, these big companies, their production is happening somewhere else. So by the time they reach to our states, the price is actually quite high. And because even though if they are government certified and they've been marked, the thing is that the product, which is, let's say that I think there is one of their biggest factories is in Belgaum. Now, from there, if it's coming here to Jamshedpur, the price is almost becoming double of what it should be. So we plan on attacking that by producing things here more locally and then going from here.
See, I do believe that the problem you're trying to solve is exceptional, and I think so. The problem still hasn't been solved. My question to you, young girls, would be: do you plan to be a Jharkhand or Northeast only company, or do you want to go pan India?
So we will want to go
and Northeast.
Yeah, so then I think if you're having somewhere in the east, and then I think the counter argument will hold true for you girls as well, that if you want to expand to north or west of India or south of India, the logistics cost will actually come in. I mean, the counter argument of your, of what we're trying to build your narrative on, that by the time the product from any of the larger manufacturer reaches east of India, the price is obviously a little higher. But when you girls enter into business and you're going to be trying to becoming a pan-India company, I think you will face that issue as well. So again, I have no issue in replicating that model. I just do believe that it's just competing with such a brand at times might be a little difficult, but the conviction you have is exceptional. The product from a look perspective felt very premium. And again, as I told Monica, I believe in the last time, that there's no harm in entering into a market which has players in it, as long as as you have conviction and you can build your own niche. So, and the best part is the problem is still not solved. People still die on road accidents. So I do believe it's a problem which you're trying to solve, and a good problem which you're trying to solve. So just stick to your conviction, and I think you should be there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yep. So Tushar sir is actually.
Thank you, Ayushi and Sujita.
Tushar sir is actually facing some internet trouble, so we'll be meeting just for a minute. Hemant, in the meantime, please present your screen and be prepared.
Sure.
Yeah. We just received the updates. His laptop has crashed actually, so he'll be back real soon. Really apologize. Yeah, so he's back. Welcome back, sir. So you're on mute, I guess.
I'm saying I'm sorry. The laptop had some issue and I had to restart.
We got it. Okay, Hemant, you can please start.
May I start?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My project is known as Project Backup, and it is about a solar-powered biodegradable power bank. So our focus is usually on the flora and the fauna around the world. It has been widely undertaken as a garbage waste because of the electronic waste which has been dumped by the more developed countries such as the US and Canada and others. So we came up with the biodegradable solar power banks, which employ biodegradable plastic around their covers. The widespread plastic waste is increasing year on year, and with 44.7 million tons produced in 2016, it is the world's fastest growing waste stream, equivalent to 4,500 Eiffel Towers, which covers a lot of area which can be used for other developments such as farming or other sources. So an estimated 50 million tons of e-waste were recorded in 2018, and in Japan, the e-waste tsunami was provided by the UN. So with rapid change, we came up with biodegradable solar power banks which employ starch-based plastic, which is basically a polyactic made acid, which is converted from usually maize starch and converted into an acid and then converted into a plastic. So we want to cover the solar powered panels with this particular plastic, which can be used by the companies of Borosil Renewables, which is a monopoly in India because no other company is currently focusing on creating solar panels in such a large area. So this is mostly the basic idea of the solar powered banks, which can last, which has a 3,000 rupees price base and can recharge your phone up to 30 times, which is far more than any other competitor in the market right now. Since it's solar powered, we have this SpaceX technology, which is currently using silicon based material in their solar panels, which can approximately power 40 homes. That the big ones can approximately power 40 homes. So converting it into a short based, a small based 8 into 5 inches power bank, we are focusing it on approximately 30 times. So this is a basic conversion of how the maize can be converted into that particular plastic. So basically we procure starch from the corn, and we have PLA pellets. And from those PLA pellets, we are basically converting through a mixture of petrol-based products into the plastics, and then they can be degradable within 6 months if they are attached to a particular soil. The maize production in India is mostly based in Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat. So we aim to employ Indian markets as well in the production and take advantage of the Make in India initiative started by the government. Yeah. So here we have the global power bank demand market, which has been increasing at a pace of around 10% from 2014 to 2020, and a sharp increase in 2020 due to the lockdown of many countries due to coronavirus. So these consumers are adding to the power bank market such that it has reached 17.2 billion just in 2020 from 15.09 billion in 2014. So the Texas incident recently, which you might have heard about the electricity outage in Texas state of United States. So we have to focus on the climate change as well, which is why we came up with a biodegradable plastic instead of normal one. With Asia being the largest market for power banks, considering its large population, and North America coming in second, we aim to expand via among the most populous countries, which is India. We aim to expand its market in the underlying areas of Delhi, so such that people can consume more. Yeah, so we are going to talk about the initial quantity of our units to be produced, which is 500 units, and we have a growth percentage of 15% initially, which might come down to 10% in the end of the fourth quarter. We are looking at the 10% we are looking at the 500 units under the budget of 10 lakhs, which I will have a description of in the next slide. Yeah, so we are going to focus on the raw materials, corn and its byproducts, 2 lakh rupees, which is basically going to initiate the initial advance given to the farmers for their corn products. And the cost for a solar panel, which is of 8 by 5 inches, is basically 37 rupees in the normal market. So approximately we are going to allocate 5 lakh rupees for that, which are our main costs. And the extra cost which we have is assembling cost and the wages, for which we have allocated 1 lakh rupees and 50,000 rupees, considering for 1 month. These both are variable costs which will end up increasing as the revenue increases. So an average 20,000 mAh power bank is costing approximately 10,000. So we have priced our product averagely at 3,000 rupees, which is far less than the 20,000 one. But it charges much more than the one of 20,000 because it basically degrades in 6 to 12 months, and the consumers have to buy another one, for which our product is long lasting and they wouldn't have to buy again and again. And in case of payment modes, we are accepting all cash, net banking, and UPI transfer, which is promoting internet connectivity. So that's it for my side. Thank you. Let me just.
Thank you, Hemant, thank you. I just missed that part. Why did you have a slide on maize? Why was it there?
So that's what I said. Our plastic which we are going to use, it's biodegradable. So it's going to be extracted from the maize, which will create a particular acid which I have showed over here. So the plant-based products will be converted into a particular kind of plastic which can be decomposed in 6 months. It's called polyactic acid. And from those polyactic acids, we are going to convert it into the plastic covering which every electronic product has.
Do you have the technology for it?
Yes, sir. Like there is widespread use of it in some countries, but it has not been acquired since it's basically a bit costly for companies instead of mass production in other countries.
And what is the 6 months thing? You can use it for only 6 months, you're saying, is it?
No, sir. See, sir, if it gets let me once again. Yeah, sir, if it gets if it's not usable anymore, then you can basically throw it in your garden, and it will get decomposed in 6 months. That plastic covering, and the solar panel can be restructured into use again and again.
Okay, that's interesting that such a small product like a power bank can use solar, and that is something which is new to me. I always thought that you need a large surface area to for the solar products, and so it's nice if this thing is workable. My only problem whenever we talk about anything manufacturing related is of course a lot of challenges, and in India a lot of them have been solved, like 60 labor laws were converted to 4 labor codes recently, and PLI scheme has been introduced by the government, which is around 6%, I think. So, does your product get covered in the PLI scheme, production linked incentive scheme?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have like the incentives are also given for electronic products to be manufactured and mobile products such as like alternatives to mobile products which can be used along with the mobile phones. So yeah, it is also including in that particular thing for this product. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, and congratulations. Nice product, nice presentation.
Yeah, I really must say it's a very, very nice product. I think the pitch was nice, concise, and to the point. As a product, if it is actually doable, I do believe that you would have a lot of investors backing this because with PLI coming in, and also because this is your purest form of clean tech being buzzwords, globally. So this is your go-to and purest form of clean tech. Mobile, again, a huge scalable market. If you can actually get people to convert from traditional power banks to something, a solar-based power banks, I do believe investors would be hopping on board. Yeah, nothing to add. I just very intrigued by the product, to be honest. I think it's a very good product.
Thank you, sir.
Ayush, you're on mute.
I'm extremely sorry. Okay, so we're done with the entries, and thank you so much for participating, guys, and I thank the judges as well. So the results would be announced on our social media handles, not on the spot. So you guys are free to leave, and before you guys leave, I would like to invite Sampreet Suri, the president of ENSO DSC, to conclude with vote of thanks.
Thank you, Ayush. So first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Tushar sir and Mr. Dhruv sir for sparing their precious time with us. We sincerely hope you had a good time. All the teams have performed really well, and their creative mind have portrayed the best ideas today. So congratulations to all for making up till here. May the best one win. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the audience who is watching the live stream right now. And we know this whole virtual shortcoming in communication, but this is a privilege to connect with you all. And last, thanks to the organizing team, the Pitch Perfect team that is working day and night to make this event a great success. The result will be announced in a day or two. Till then, we request you to follow our social media handle and for all the updates. So thank you so much.
And as we end, I would like to invite Mr. Tushar sir and then Dhruv sir to actually enlighten our audience about the event and all the plans, that innovation that was discussed today. Tushar sir, over to you.
Yeah, it was, I was positively surprised with the quality and the preparation and the energy of each one of the participants. And, I think it has been very nicely put together by the team at ENSO. And congratulations to Sampreet and Nancy and Ayush and Yash and the whole team. And I look forward to being more closely associated in the future as well. In case any of the companies which came and others need help, I'm always available on my LinkedIn. I'll put it on chat again. And thanks to Dhruv also for being such a good company and so much of energy around the whole panel. Thank you so much to all of you.
So, first and foremost, I think when we, Tushar and I come from a similar background. I think he's from Big Four, I'm from Big Four. So I think when we talk about, a proper consulting background, we keep on saying what next. I think after being a part of this event, we know our next is kind of safe because of the pure zeal and energy which I think future entrepreneurs have over here. So, Pat, everyone deserves a pat on the back for the way it's been conducted. Great innovative ideas, and most importantly, there were real problems which need to be solved, and I think that's what entrepreneurship is. So yeah, goes without saying, if anyone actually needs some pure consulting advice, IIS as a firm is always there. You can always reach out to me when I and a global panel of experts will, sort of be hands-on and trying to, help the young ones of India for the future. A special thanks to the organizing committee, Tushar, for bringing in your valuable inputs. And guys, just do what you're doing. I think we're in the right path. Thank you so much.
There couldn't have been a better end to this event. So guys, you're free to leave. And the results will be announced. So thank you so much for joining.
Dhruv, I'll touch base with